A storm returns to grows up and Gabi faces her teenage daughter's wrath in a dramatic twist that's sure to send shockwaves through Salem. Days of Our Lives is ushering in a bold new chapter for one of its most poignant legacy characters, Arianna Horton. Now a teenager, Arianna will return to the screen, portrayed by the talented newcomer Marissa Reyes. This transformation signals more than just a new actress. It marks the beginning of emotional turmoil, family clashes, and teen rebellion that could ignite long-buried tensions, particularly with her mother, Gabi Hernandez. For longtime fans, Arianna is more than just another teen. She's a symbol of chaos, resilience, and complicated love, a child born into scandal and raised amid heartbreak. And now she's coming home with more than just summer plans. She's bringing secrets, attitude, and a new fire that could turn Gabi's carefully crafted world upside down. A look back, Arianna Horton's complicated origins. To understand just how seismic Arianna's return is, one must first recall the chaotic whirlwind that was her entrance into the world. Arianna Grace Horton was born on May 21, 2013, not in a hospital but in an abandoned shed, an emergency birth in the midst of a kidnapping. The culprits? Gabi and her then-boyfriend Nick Fallon, who had sinister plans involving the baby's paternity. But fate intervened and Sonny Kiriakis, Will Horton's then-boyfriend, delivered the baby safely. Arianna was the product of a one-night stand between Gabi and Will, who had already come out as gay. At first, Gabi tried to raise Arianna with Nick, but the truth about Will's paternity eventually came out, leading to a bitter tug-of-war. The early years of Arianna's life were anything but stable. She was shuttled between Will, Gabi, and Sonny, depending on who was alive, available, or behind bars at any given moment. The tragedy didn't stop there. Gabi was later imprisoned for killing Nick, a crime she committed to protect herself but one that nonetheless separated her from her daughter. Then Will was presumed dead, Sonny moved away, and Arianna's young life was repeatedly disrupted by adult choices, trauma, and constant change. The recast? Marissa Reyes steps into the role after years of being off-screen or shown only briefly. Arianna is finally stepping into the spotlight. In April 2025, Days of Our Lives announced that Marissa Reyes would take over the role, aged up to reflect the show's need for fresh, dynamic teen storylines. This rapid aging, known affectionately in the soap world as SORA's, soap opera rapid aging syndrome, allows the show to shift its narrative focus to the next generation without losing the connection to legacy characters. Marissa Reyes, though new to Days, is expected to bring a modern edge to Arianna. Bold, brash, and no longer a child, Arianna will re-enter Salem just in time for summer, setting the stage for both new friendships and explosive family conflict. With her background, she isn't just any teen, she's a survivor of drama and she's got the scars and attitude to prove it. A mother-daughter clash brewing. Gabi's nightmare begins upon her return from New Zealand, where she had been living with Will and Sonny. Arianna promises to spend the summer in Salem with her mother. But this won't be a warm homecoming. Despite years apart and well-intentioned letters or video calls, time and distance have created a wedge between Gabi and her daughter, and it's about to split wide open. Arianna, now 12 years older than the last time fans saw her regularly, has grown into a fiercely independent, sarcastic, and emotionally guarded young woman. She resents Gabi for abandoning her, whether it was because of jail time, bad relationships, or questionable priorities. She remembers the chaos, the yelling, the police visits. And while Gabi hopes for a heartfelt reunion, Arianna isn't ready to forgive or forget. On her very first day back, Arianna shocks Gabi by refusing to stay at home, choosing instead to couch surf with her cousin Allie or even stay in a motel. She blasts Gabi in front of Rafe and other family members, accusing her of using men as stepping stones and treating motherhood like a side gig. The town watches in horror and fascination. As Salem's favorite firecracker, Gabi suddenly finds herself completely disarmed by her own daughter. The trouble begins. Arianna versus Salem. Arianna doesn't stop at family drama. Once she settles into Salem High's summer prep courses, she quickly becomes a polarizing figure. She's smart, defiant, and brutally honest. She clashes with Holly Jonas, accuses Sophia Choi of being a fake feminist, and flirts shamelessly with Tate Black, despite warnings from Brady and Will. But the real bombshell drops when Arianna starts dating a much older college dropout with a criminal record. Gabi finds out and tries to put a stop to it, only for Arianna to scream in the middle of the town square, "At least he never left me to rot with strangers while you were busy getting locked up." The entire square goes silent. Gabi, shaken, slaps Arianna, and the moment is caught on video by a bystander. Within hours, it goes viral, leading to scrutiny from child services and a heated custody debate with Will, who considers taking Arianna back to New Zealand. Gabi's emotional unraveling. This isn't just another rebellious teenager. Arianna brings with her all the suppressed pain of a child who never had a stable family and is now old enough to put her rage into words and actions. Gabi, for all her strength, finds herself powerless. The mother who once took down business moguls and blackmailed rivals can't win the trust of her own daughter. She turns to Rafe for help, but he urges her to let Arianna speak her truth. Gabi goes to Marlena for therapy suggestions, desperate to repair the damage. But it might be too late. Arianna starts talking to a journalist from the Intruder tabloid, hinting at exposing Gabi's past affairs, jail time, and shady business deals. The bigger picture, Salem at a turning point. Arianna's arrival not only shakes Gabi's world, it disrupts the entire town. The younger generation now has its own queen bee, one unafraid to challenge the status quo. Her presence forces characters like Will, Sunny, and even Sammy to reflect on their parenting, their legacies, and the choices they've made. Meanwhile, viewers are in for an emotional roller coaster. The show is cleverly intertwining generational tension, modern teenage rebellion, and unresolved family trauma into one explosive storyline. The return of Arianna Horton isn't just a plot point, it's a reckoning. Final thoughts. When the past comes back, it doesn't always say sorry. Marissa Reyes's debut as Arianna Horton marks one of Days of Our Lives' boldest moves in recent years. This isn't a sweet summer visit, it's a ticking time bomb. Arianna's fierce spirit and unapologetic attitude will challenge every assumption Gabi has about motherhood, forgiveness, and control. For fans who remember holding their breath when Arianna was born in a shed, it's almost poetic to now watch her come back, no longer helpless, but as a storm of her own making. And if Gabi thought she'd handled everything Salem could throw at her, she hasn't seen anything yet.